Do you understand every word your teacher says, but it's difficult for you to understand natives? Can you do all the listening exercises of your textbook with ease? However, you are struggling to understand when a native talks. If you face the same problem, then you should stay tuned until the end, because here in this video I'm going to reveal why you don't understand natives. First and foremost reason why you don't understand authentic English, in other words, real English, it's due to the lack of experience. Just ask yourself how you would understand natives' fast speech or structures they use that absolutely differ from structures that your group mates and teacher use if you have never heard the real English language. Although some teachers may have proficient level of language, they will stick to simple English solely because they are teachers and their goal is teaching English according to the program. But if they use advanced vocabulary during their lessons, then they will simply spend a lot of time explaining the vocabulary they use. As a result, they are going to fall behind with the curriculum. Of course, having discussions with your group mates and classmates is a great experience for you, and it will help you to be more confident and improve your listening skills, but it is not enough. Even if you are able to understand them, but still it doesn't help you to comprehend native speech. Because as a group, you have been learning the same vocabulary, structures for months or years, and you have been led by the same instructor or instructors. Therefore, you have the same language patterns in your mind. And whenever you talk to one another, you use the same vocabulary, grammar and pronunciation that you all are familiar with, and this is why it is so easy to understand those people in your group or class. Correspondingly, when you listen to natives who use different vocabulary and structures, you feel like you hear English speech for the first time. Briefly, you need a consistent exposure to the authentic language throughout the whole course. And the second thing, when you set about learning English, you notice how natives constantly come up with strange words that they call phrasal verbs. And it turns out learning them is absolutely important. As you noticed, I use some verbs followed by prepositions that make no sense to you. So those were phrasal verbs, and they are frequently used. And if you want to understand the natives, you must learn them. All English speakers constantly use phrasal verbs during the day. According to my experience as an ESL instructor, most of the students will look for the logical explanation of phrasal verbs. However, there isn't any. For example, get out. Although get means to buy, receive or obtain, when we add out to it, it completely changes the meaning. And now we have a phrasal verb which means to leave a vehicle or go out to different places to have fun. Do you see any logic here? Because I don't. So, conclusion is, you must learn phrasal verbs as you learn any other words in English through memorizing them. That's it. And now, the most hated aspect of the English language that almost all English learners try to avoid when they learn it: the grammar. I don't actually know why all my students try to avoid the grammar. You know, the English grammar is the easiest grammar among all the languages that I've learned. It is the easiest. But now, just imagine the situation when you are discussing leaving of a native speaker with him. And he says, I have lived here for half a century. But what does it mean to you? You may think that he lives in this place, and you will be right. But if he'd wanted to describe the permanent place of living, I mean where he lives, he would have used just present simple. However, he decided to use the present perfect, and he did it because he wanted you to know that 50 years ago, he moved to this place and still he lives here. This is the reason why he used the present perfect and not the present simple. Frankly, if you don't know the meaning of the grammar structures, you may miss the hidden information that may cause the further confusion. Because the grammar does affect the meaning of every sentence that we use. And by the way, if you really like this topic, subscribe to my channel for more videos like that by just clicking on this little icon right here. Let's continue. And I think the formidable problem of English learners to understand the natives is linking that English speakers use in their speech. But do you know what is linking? It is a way of joining the pronunciation of two or more words. We do it because it's easier to talk and the speech flows smoothly, plus it helps us to talk faster. For instance, the most important rule of success is being confident. No one talks like that, and every native uses linking because it saves time, it sounds natural, and we don't want to bore anyone, do we? So the sentence actually will sound like, the most important rule of success is being confident. As you noticed, I didn't say the most important. I said the most important. The most important. Now, it sounds like one huge word, but you still understand what I mean. Rule of success is being confident. I will never use that kind of pronunciation, and instead I will say rule of success is being confident. Rule of success is being confident. You may barely hear the word is in my sentence, and I linked the words rule of success. I said rule of success, okay? Rule of success. Conclusion is, linking is the key to understanding natives. Don't skip this topic. The last reason why you don't understand natives is obviously the lack of vocabulary, which contains a lot of simple words, past simple and past participle forms of irregular verbs, idioms, and so on. Have you ever struggled to learn the new vocabulary? If so, please let us know in the comment section below. Why is it so difficult for you to memorize the new words? Let's imagine you know the meaning of the word do, but someone says, I've done my homework. You won't understand the person if you don't know the past participle form of do. And if you don't learn idioms, you won't understand the meaning of it's raining cats and dogs outside. And if you are really interested in learning English idioms, then please check my other videos where I give you the most frequently used English idioms. Okay? Now, back to our topic. Here's the question. What you can do to improve your skills and start understanding native English speakers. And I think this is a topic for the next video. If you really like this video, please support me with your likes and subscription. And I will make one more video about this topic where I will share my own experience and methods that I use in my classes to improve skills that will let you to understand natives easily. But this is the end for now, and of course I'm going to see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye bye.